Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And what's it called? I'm gonna go ahead and just do an unboxing now. The console that probably already tell what it is. You probably already tell what it is. Probably just tell you probably tell what it is from the background. I'm not even gonna say what it is. However, the HDMI port on the back is a little bit. It's kind of like I don't know how to say it. It's kind of like loose. When I plug the cable in, it's probably gonna give it away when I mention that this device has two HDMI ports. Yeah, it's got two HDMI ports, so you probably already know what it is. And basically, right, you know what? I'm probably just gonna get straight on to the power supply because this is the power supply for the console. So I'm going to put everything else aside. So I'm going to put that there. Okay, so probably about, let's say, 2 or 3 days ago, I got this. I bought the power supply for the console. Took its time to arrive because it went through multiple scanning processes as I tracked my order. So, yeah. Let's show you the back of the box. Came in quite a big box. Let me focus. Came in quite a big box. As you can see, it's got another address on there. Return address. So yeah, it's been some time since I've been live. I've just been way too damn busy with stuff. And there's obviously just tape going across the side where I can't really show you guys because it's got the address label right underneath it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my knife. And yes, also today, earlier on today at 3. Well, it was. This morning, I would say as well. We also had an eclipse, so my cat friend was looking at it, and I didn't really get to see it because I didn't have the special stuff needed for it, so I couldn't really tune into it. But I did tune in digitally, so I saw it mostly on digital devices. So my eyes aren't really affected by the sun. I don't have the special glasses, you see, so I don't know where you get them from. However, yeah, so we had an eclipse today, and yeah, I bet you guys it did look good. It was called the Ring of Fire. You guys probably know about that eclipse. Well, that one occurred today. As I woke up, I was like, why is the daylight so bright? The sun's never that bright here. Yeah, we had a really bright sunny day today. Just a clear sunny day. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just get a knife and cut open the package to show you guys what it is. So give me a sec. Hopefully this is safe to do it now because it's quite a couple hours later. Is it safe to use a knife like right now because it's been a couple of hours since the eclipse? Yeah, no, good. I was just saying. Okay guys, so probably hear what was going on in the background. I'm just going to go ahead and probably cover up my address label because I don't want you guys knowing where I live. Okay, I can't hold the phone because I'm holding the knife with one hand and the box with my leg, so I'm just going to have to cut it off camera. This is quite some strong tape. This box has been closed for some days when it was on its arrival because just what they do, into the box. Perhaps this knife isn't very sharp. I'm only doing this because I might need, if the power supply turns out to be bad, because for this platform, I've seen many videos where people say, oh, this power supply isn't that good for this platform. The previous platform's power supply is better for this one. Usually it does work most of the time, but the only issue being that it's an older gen. People say the power supply for this platform isn't the best. So that's why they go with using the other one. They say the power supply for this one is just way too cheap. Apparently it's loud as well. I'm gonna give that a bit of a sound test on stream. I'm just gonna see how loud the power supply itself is gonna be. You probably know by now what platform it is. It smells like a box. It smells like tape. Smells like a box. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Okay, I don't have to mention what platform this is because you guys probably know when you see it. It's out kind of outdated now, I'd say. Maybe like there's no more developers. There might still be some developers making games for this console, but I haven't seen any recently. So oh, fuck's sake. No, didn't rip. Sure, that'll still be returnable. The way they tape this thing up isn't really convenient. Because what if I needed to make it then what? Alright, now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a bit more. Okay. The only knife that I could find. So now I'm gonna go ahead and okay, so we got it. So far so good. Not the best packaging, but whatever, should be fine. Right, I love the packaging. They use a lot of packaging. Oh, this is quite. It's heavier than the previous gen power supply. I really can't tell. You probably tell what platform this is for now. They use tape here, so let me go ahead and set the phone on the box whilst I try to. Don't open. Whilst I try to get this tape off. Probably tell right there what platform it is. Just because this platform was better than PS4. People say the graphics and stuff are a bit underpowered, so I'll have to take a look at that one. I think it's a couple megahertz slower than the APU in the PS4, but that's fine. Right. Take the tape off. How do they tape this thing up? How many layers of tape do they use? Wow, the way they tape this thing up, what the hell? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and just give me a sec. Let me open the box back up. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and unroll it. Focus. Probably already tell what this is. It's got the connector. Oh shit. It's got the connector. It's got the connector. Probably already know what this is now. You probably already know what this is. It's also got its own cooling fan. So now I can see this. Ooh, it's quite dusty in there. That means the fan inside has gone quite dusty. But I actually want to know, where's the LED? The LED is on. Usually it's on this side, right? Yeah, it is. Wow, seeing this thing in person is just so different from seeing it from videos. The guy said it's It's slightly scratched. But yeah, it's got ventilation because it needs cooling. So now you probably already know what platform this is for. and now they've put some more tape on here. So give me a sec. Oh, nice! They even put a little rubber band on it. Look at this. They even have the little logo. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw you can get the 360 Slim power supply, and you can just chop off the middle for the plug. The plug, it's similar. It's ever so slightly smaller, ever so slightly more together. But all you do for that one, you just chop off the middle with like a, I don't know, scissors or something, and then you literally just like bend the two out like that, and you force it into the console. But you force it into the next console. But yeah. So that's some pretty thick cabling. Is it thicker than my 360? I don't know. I've seen though they've all have copper clad aluminium inside, so you know there is some competition going on. Personally, I would just use copper. Got a nice rubber band on it. This is obviously a used power supply. It's never going to be brand new, because the brand new one just cost way too much, and I don't have the money for that, so I just thought, why not buy this one? This one is, let me tell you guys, this is 12 volts, 16.5 amps. How many watts would it be? Usually says the watts rating. LED status. Yeah, I know about LED status. This is also got LED status, so yeah, that's great. It might have the wattage. Fault alarm. Blinking. Off blinking fault alarm. Okay. What I need. How many watts? Come on, it has to mention. It has to mention how much watts it has. It's not going to mention, is it? No, that's one thing that the company forgot, is to mention how much watts this one is. See, I'm not sure myself. I know the previous, for the original 360, that's like, how many watts? Like 175? I don't know, there's many different variants. This one's just the two-prong connector. Very much like the 360 Slim. The 360 Slim and this one are very, very similar. In terms of connectors, maybe the design. I mean, color code is pretty much the same as that one. This has just got like a bit of a shiny piece to it, and yeah, the connector types very, very similar. Okay, that's one thing I like about these two. They're very similar, and you can literally you don't have to do much further modification to the 360 one. For that one to actually work, but this one, you just plug straight in. This one, I don't think you can plug into to the 360, because this one might be ever so slightly different, but it does have a little, maybe a little. I'm not sure which way this probably just goes in this way with the logo up that way. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it probably goes in that way. Okay, could be wrong, but I don't know. Did this not come with the plug? Oh, that's disappointing. It came with no plug. Ah, okay, that's completely fine. I can use my 360's power, the plug for that one, and just do that, because that's completely fine. I can do that. Honestly, like the power plug is not much of a big issue. What I mean is, so this is really important, having this power brick, having this connector, right? What I'm on about is this connection on here. This connection, it's not that important, because I have a lot of these plugs laying around. I don't know what it is. They always have no ground. Now, ground is always negative. So you've got positive, negative, and negative for some reason is always ground. So the company is always finding another way to have ground there. And I've seen the 12 volt fan mod for the 360 Slim and the newer consoles, and all you have to do is you literally go to the fan connector. You've got positive, negative, and then you've also got this yellow connector. I've seen this one video where this guy takes out just the neutral connector. So you know how UK plug, they have like neutral and ground. Let me show you guys. This one should have it. Yes, it does. So you've got the labelings on here. So you've got earth, which is your ground, neutral, and live. So live will be like red, brown. Neutral's like blue, maybe black, and then earth is always green, yellow. So these are all the color codes. And obviously, here's the thing. When you wire up a plug in the UK, you always want to make sure that each of these connections, if you're not sure, obviously, first thing you should know, earth or ground is always the top prong, and then the other two prongs you got to take a look. Like if you're not sure, because I was recently wiring up a plug. Obviously, I've turned off the power from the back, but recently I was wiring up a plug, and I had the little tools to do it. But the only thing I messed up at was I switched both of them. So I put live there and put neutral there. Now sometimes inside these plugs they have like little fuses inside. So I put neutral with the fuses, and it didn't look correct because I was looking. There was like a sticker on this plug. It wasn't on this plug, but it was on you know what I mean, on one of these plugs, and the sticker was showing. So obviously you've got ground or earth. I usually call it ground because it is basically ground, and then you've got these two connections. But the only thing being that I swapped these two over, so I put neutral with the fuses was supposed to be, because I got confused. I was trying to follow what was on there, but I was doing it the wrong way. So if you look at this, so we had ground going in here, then we had live, then we literally had live on this side. Then actually there was a fuse like on this part. I literally wired neutral here, and I thought to myself that didn't look correct, so I turned it on and I was like, oh what? And then I had to unscrew both the connections. Obviously power was still turned off, so there was no risk of sparking or being shocked or anything. And then I basically swapped them over. I have to I have to chop off the copper a little bit more to make it fit better. And it took me so much time. Took me like more than half an hour, a little more than half an hour to do all of this, and then to realize, and then to do it all again. At least 1 full hour to do the plug. Not like 1 full hour, but like 45 to 50-ish minutes, I would say, to do the whole thing. So obviously 20 minutes doing it the wrong way, then realizing, then undoing it, and then probably about like 15-20 more minutes trying to wire everything up again correctly. So obviously I always know ground is like always the top prong. If you're very, very stupid, then obviously if a person is very, very stupid and they don't know what they're doing, they'll most likely put ground like here or here somewhere. I don't know. Sometimes people just don't know where ground goes, and ground is always going to be labeled E or earth, and the color code is always going to be yellow green. Is probably going to be green with yellow lines, or yellow with green lines, or completely yellow, completely green, depending on which one. If you look at take out like a plug socket in a house or the light switch, you can usually tell by that too. But yeah, so I can wire up a lot of stuff. I can wire up a plug, I can wire up a whole plug socket, I can wire up a whole light switch, I can wire up a lot of different things here. So it's really, really easy once you know what to do. And yeah, so companies obviously find their way around. They obviously missed the ground connector. This is the same thing on the PS4 Pro. So on the PS4 Pro, there's also this exact connector, and for some reason that's also missing ground. So that's just got the two prongs there. So I don't know why companies always do that. I never see that with desktop PCs though. Whenever I take out the power plug out the back of the power supply, I never see that. Like I never see them missing ground. I always see them having the ground prong going out first, and then you've got the two other prongs. So just be careful when you look at all that stuff, because things can work without ground, but I don't know whether they won't work. They will work, but they have more of a risk shocking. So you need ground there, so then when you touch it, it doesn't shock you immediately. That's kind of the whole purpose of ground. I don't know. Things can work without ground. I know that, of course. Okay, so on the console side of things, you probably know what console this is. Now, I was fiddling around with the HDMI earlier on, and I noticed one thing, is that when I went to go to plug in the HDMI cord, by the way, I'm borrowing my brother's HDMI cord. I don't really have another long one on my own. Let me show you guys the the bottom of the back of the console. So here we've got the HDMI plugged in. Actually, no, let me get my flash. I remember the days when I used to have, like, when I used to call it my flash phone. Remember that? Oh, where the hell's the flash icon? There's no torch in this one. There's a torch on this phone, but there's no torch here. That's a shame, isn't it? Oh well, that's fine. I could probably just, I don't know, show you guys perhaps. So we have the HDMI, the first one. Listen, when on a console like this, you always need to make sure that the first HDMI output is always that one. So basically what I mean is, you want to make sure you have a HDMI out, you plug your HDMI into the correct HDMI. Because on consoles like this, they have two HDMIs, one for input, so obviously when the console is running, you can plug in the HDMI from you can basically use this thing as a capture card, and it works quite nicely as a capture card. I've seen it on YouTube videos and stuff. I've not tested it myself, but I know it does run really well. But look at this, the HDMI is wiggling quite freely, and I've kind of tweaked it a little bit. But earlier on, when I didn't touch the HDMI, my god, this thing was like really loose in there. It was like ready to just pull out. Comes out so easily. But now, when you plug it in, it's a little bit like a USB. So now it plugs in, and it doesn't feel that free. So it feels a little bit less looser now, and it feels more firmer when I plug it in. This one, this is the HDMI input, and that's what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to be not moving free, and it's supposed to plug in nicely as well. But this one has obviously been used way more because that's just what people do, and it's just so, you know what I mean? Let me show you guys again this one. See how it has that plug-in sound as well, and you can see it's not wiggling about as much as it will wiggle here. Doesn't properly plug in properly as well. It doesn't feel like that anyways, but my god, it's so damn free. I don't know if here's the thing, the HDMI port might still work and it might still post, but the only thing being that because this port's been used too much, I'll have to give it a replacement port. So replacement ports, I don't know how much they cost. They might be dirt cheap, I don't know, like £1, £2, I'm not sure. I've never bought a replacement HDMI port myself, so I don't really know. But one thing as I can say is, if I do replace it, I could try and do a good job. Like, first, obviously, I've seen how people do it. Some people use heat, like, to do it. Some people probably use, like, soldering irons. I do have a heat gun, but my heat gun is still faulty, and I haven't gotten enough time to myself to fix that. So it's still faulty left as is. So let me show you guys this power cord. Let me plug it in. I think it only goes in one way. Yeah, it does, because I've just noticed that. See how the connector in the middle is like sort of angled in a way. It only goes in one way. There we go. Look at that. Now it's firm. I like that. It just goes in once, and boom, you're in. Okay, guys. Your power cord is really easy to plug in. Okay, I did not know that was angled. See, I never had this thing ever. Never owned one of these before. This is my first time owning one of these. Oh my god, my legs are literally sleeping. Right, I'm going to go ahead and use my 360's power supply, or power cord, because pull that out the 360, or maybe I can go downstairs and get one, I don't know. I think any should do, but probably for now, I'll probably just take out the one out of my 360, because I'm not using my 360 right now anyways, so I can use that. I just have to power the power brick, turn my TV on as well whilst we're here. Just see what happens, because I don't think this is actually going to post, because the HDMI port is really damn loose. And obviously the guy who gave me the guy who was nice enough to give me this console, he told me that there is the console's making funny noises, was making weird noises. So initially I was thinking, okay, if it's making those kind of noises, it's probably either the fan going too fast, which also indicates there is a lot of dust buildup, and I can see that myself. And I've given this thing a very close inspection. I also gave it a little bit of a clean on the top vent, because when I first got it, it was really dusty. So I had to give it a good clean a couple days ago. So right, let's not click menu. Let's click input. I need a HDMI 3 to work because it's got plugged into HDMI 3. Okay, so now we got the TV on and it's going to say no signal, but I'm just going to get the power brick out of my 360 and plug the power cord into this console. So let's see how that one goes. Oh god, I don't know how I'm going to reach over there. It's quite far, that. No, I'm going to take this out first. A console that's probably going to be live streamed soon. I might live stream it, why not? Live stream it, but the only thing is, yeah. Right. Pull it out of my 360. Comes out really easily out of my 360. And now I just yank it a little bit in the hopes that to just get it out. I don't know if that's my 360 one I'm pulling out. Is it? Oh wait, hold on, what am I doing? Is that my PC? I can't tell from here, you see. I don't know if that's my 360 one. Okay, that's my 360 one, I can feel that. Now I just sort of follow the trace. Yeah, I was pulling on my PC's one. Okay. I think I found it, so now I just pull it. Come on. Yeah, I was pulling on the wrong cord, you see, because both of them have the same connector, so I was pulling on my PC's one. And I can feel I can literally hear it tapping on my PC case. So I got the 3-point connector. What I was on about was this. So look at this, guys. I was on about this, right? So you have the three prongs, right? You have the one in the middle, the ground, and on the power supply, you've only got you're missing the middle one or the bottom one, which is ground. So you've only got 2 on here. So it can still work without it, because guess what? It can actually create ground itself inside. So because think of it, the power supplies, they always use ground. Okay, I'm a bit like just thinking now what's gonna happen now when it's live. You see, that's the thing, I don't know. Oh, and the amount of dust, like this power supply is not from the same user. I ordered this power supply. Okay, now let's take a look at what happens, because I do not know what happens. It might ask me to get a controller. Actually, I've got a controller nearby somewhere, but probably not going to use that one. Okay, so this is it, and I'm probably going to turn it on. I'll probably do it without the watt meter plugged in, because I've got that plugged into that one. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Please don't spark. Power supply. Nice, went white. Why is that gone off? That's strange. I heard something turn on. I don't know what it was. I'm going to unplug it from the console. Give me a sec. Okay, power supply is on. Plug it into the console. That's odd. Oh no, don't tell me I have to take this thing apart. Look, guys. Look at what this thing does. Ready? Sit the phone here. Look now, ready? I turn it on. So luckily it does turn on. Yeah? Try to get this to a good view. I'm going to plug it straight into the back of the console. Look now. It kind of just dies out like that. So it goes white for 1 second and it just dies out. Alright, let me check what's going on, because I don't know myself what's going on. We might have a power supply issue here because it doesn't want to. It just goes white. And the guy just said it was fully working. What the fuck? The guy literally said it was fully working. What the hell? So I assume it's just the feet. It's just that's so disappointing because I honestly thought this would actually work, and the console would power on, but it doesn't. It doesn't look like it wants to. Right, it looks like I could just get the get a screwdriver and just yeah, that's very disappointing. That I honestly thought that was gonna work. Honestly, because the power supply. Okay, so luckily the power supply does turn on. It gets life into it, but then as soon as I plug it into the back of the console, it goes white and then it just kind of dies out. It's very strange. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's wrong with it and then get a screwdriver. I know it's just got stored power, but it's very damn dirty, so it kind of explains why. One second. I honestly thought that was just gonna work, but nope. Just this is the thing about this power supply, right? It just does not want to work. What a fail! What a scam! The guy is such an idiot. He literally said it was fully working. As soon as I plug it into the back of my system, it doesn't want to work. You know what I mean? It just sort of just goes black. It doesn't go black, but like it does go black. But the only thing is, like it blinks white and orange, which tells me it's probably something with like a capacitor, and it just fades out. That tells me there might be a bulge somewhere in the capacitor. So let me go ahead and take a look what's wrong. Got my screwdriver kit here. If I can fix this now, I'm gonna be so happy. Okay, if I can't fix this, then I'm gonna have to keep this. God, I paid like what, 12 quid for this, and the guy said it was fully working. But when it came home, I only got time to test it today. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, let me go ahead and take some apart. So don't want to tear apart the feet. But you know what? I'm gonna have to, because this thing just doesn't want to work. Come on. Microsoft is terrible, man. Microsoft is so terrible when it comes to stuff like this. They're not terrible normally, but when it comes to stuff like this, they are pretty terrible. Okay, that's one feet. I'm trying not to tear apart the actual foot itself, because I know how much this thing matters. Okay. I actually want to become like a professional to fix power supplies. No, I'm not trying to tear apart the rubber. What the hell? Can't hold it for long, you know. Does not want to come apart. Why is that though? Is it held in? No, it just doesn't want to come out. Oh, Microsoft, what the hell are you doing? Okay, I know if there is going to be some damage and if this thing just doesn't work, even after I try to fix it, then what a waste of money. The fuck? I honestly thought like as soon as I was going to plug it in, it's just going to work. But I kind of expected it to come up with this issue because I've seen loads of damn videos on it. Okay. This does not want to be a thing. I think the guy also said no return, so I can't even return it, which is a bit of a... It's not really the best thing in the world, is it? What's happened? Why is this doing that? See things I can't even bloody grab on it because it's just... What I do is hurts my fingers so much. Literally. Hurts my fingers so damn much. I don't even know what's the best way to get this thing out without damaging it. Because that's what's going to happen, right? I'm just going to end up damaging it. If I can't fix it then. How on earth did I get the other one out? I'm just tearing out the rubber now. Ah, this is so badly designed. What, and it just sits on there? So yeah, hold on, you've got the plastic piece. Oh, so it's got a plastic piece in it, so... I remember a guy on YouTube saying something about the plastic piece, but... I can't seem to get this thing out. I honestly cannot seem to get it out. Well, luckily that one just popped out. Just have to grab it really hard and just pull it. These rubber feet are so annoying. This is so hard to get off. Microsoft. Okay, let me see if I can just take out the first couple screws or something. I mean, I can use this thing without the feet. I don't even need the feet yet, so... You know, so... I got the first 3 out, but now I can't get these out. No, I'm just tearing out the rubber now. Actually, there might be a way I can probably still get it out. If I've teared it like that, then there's possibly, if I get to my... Where did I leave it? There it is. I can possibly get my screwdriver kit, get the really thin one, probably this one. Probably trying to get this piece out. Sure, it'll probably fit inside, right? Can as well. But getting this piece out is a bit of a struggle. It's coming out slowly. There. Okay, now we've came across some security bits. So now I need, which one does this take? The T15. T15. Does it take T15? And it just about takes T15. Let me get my bit. Let me see what's happening here. No, hold on. Probably try something smaller. I know that bit's probably not going to fit. Oh, you know what? There's usually a workaround to this, and the workaround is to just get a Phillips bit or something like this. and try to wedge it inside so that you can get it inside there. I hate how they use security bits, makes things so hard. No, doesn't want to work, does it? Try the T15 bit again. It's just that because this has no security hole, so I can't easily get it out. So it makes life really hard. Moved it a little bit. Don't know why this doesn't want to come out. I just had to apply so much force on this. Now I've got the screw moving. Getting this thing out is so hard. They're quite small plastic screws. Getting this thing in there is so hard. It's never easy. Okay. Now, I honestly don't know if I've got the perfect bit for this one. I probably don't. Try this bit anyways, it might not fit. Ever so slightly fits, but it doesn't really fit. I need something better. Let's try a smaller bit. No, it's not gonna work. Let's try something even smaller. No, it's not gonna work, is it? It's a shame, isn't it? Because I don't really want to tear apart the screw. Will this have a chance? No chance, okay. No chance. Absolutely no chance. You know what? This bit actually might work. This bit actually might work, you know? No, actually no, it won't work. No. No. You know what? I think this bit just might just work. I remember having a screwdriver set downstairs somewhere. Doesn't want to move. Okay, I remember having a screwdriver set downstairs somewhere that what's it called? Had the security holes in it. I don't know which one that was though. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and this is what I was talking about. So I have this screwdriver kit here. See, it's got the security hole. This might work. Hold on, does it work here? Try it with the actual screw. No, hold on, I'm gonna have to get something smaller. Give me a sec. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Let me first check if this is the correct screwdriver. No, it's not. Okay, give me a sec. I'll be right back again. Why is my phone on? Oh yeah, it is. I might be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I'm back with the correct screwdriver because I already kind of knew this one just wouldn't really quite work. So let me show you guys. So I just came back. I know the lighting isn't the best, but trust me, this is the T10 bit. So it actually takes T10, but I was using T15 because my bit was worn out. So back here. Oh crap! My phone just wants to fall. Nice. Now I could just easily take it out. Because now I've got a security hole, I can just do it in a couple seconds. Come on. That sound you hear tells me no one's really opened this power supply ever before. And I know there's still some stored power. Just one more screw. You hear that sound? That means no one's been in here before. That's how I know, you see? So even though the guy listed it as fully working, the guy is very damn stupid because it's not fully working. First of all, let's check out on the fan. Since we're in here anyway, and it's very dusty in here, Then we got the capacitor. So I know that the fan does turn on, because it did turn on. The only issue being, now where was that? Oh, okay. One capacitor looks, I don't know which one it is, you see. I don't know which one it is. I don't know. But the fact that this is so dusty. Now I might have to turn this on whilst this is like that. I'm gonna get shocked, you see. I don't know what component it could be. I really don't know what component it is. What if I plug it in a couple more times and I see if it Actually, before I do that, I'm going to unscrew the fan because I know the fan might have some dirt inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's get my screwdriver kit. Get my Phillips bit. Phillips. Just unscrew the main housing. Obviously, I'm going to start off with this one because it takes big Phillips bits. Big Phillips. Oh my god, that fan is on there really tight. It's quite a dusty power supply. Might need a bulkier Phillips bit for this one. So that one just kept slipping and stripping, so I just swapped it out. There we go. Just use a bigger Phillips bit and it will do the job. Can't take it out just yet because I need to take out those two small Phillips screws. I just want to check out on the fan see how the fan's going, because I don't even know how is the fan going. You know. Let's take a look. That's probably for the fan. Take out this entire housing. You have to take those out. What if I just use the big one? Would that one fit? Yes. If you use a smaller bit, it will start slipping. Otherwise, so you know. Okay, that one's out, and this one. Okay, let's take a look. Don't know how dusty it's going to be. Oh, that fan is very dusty. That's always good to see, right? Fan always being dusty. How the hell does this thing come out? Oh my god. Look at the dust fluff in this one. Holy crap. Oh, don't close on me like that. This is full of dust. How do people live in this? All this dust. You got some dust bunnies around here. Oh my god, the fan. God, no wonder why this thing died out so fast. Because this fan couldn't cool it because there's all this damn dust in the way. Why was it pointing sideways is my question. It should be pointing the other way. That is really strange. Oh my God, how could people live in that? How could people live in that? I don't get that. This fan must be running for ages. Does this thing even turn on? Look at this thing. It's not going to show up so well on camera, but this is covered in dust. It's like seeing a really dusty PS4. Look at this thing. It is covered. Look, see dust bunny there? We just have dust all around. Now, this is obviously covered in dust. Okay, and this fan and this power supply, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with this power supply, but the way it acts when I try to plug it in ain't safe. So let me show you. Now, do not try this at home because I know what I'm doing. Okay. Now, trying to show you again. I know everything's exposed, but I'll show you guys, right? So, now I just plugged it in. Now I can show you guys what I mean. So I go to turn it on. And now as you can see, the LED's gone red. Now, the fan isn't spinning. That's a start. Now I go to plug it in. The guy said it was fully working, but I don't believe it is. Never believe what eBay say. Look now. It goes white and it dies off. And I can't power on the console. Can't press the eject button, can't even sync. Now, initially, this thing cannot power anything. Okay? Nothing's coming up, not even the fan's turning on. So I don't know what's going on here. As you can see, it does go orange, okay? So the guy probably just turned it on and he was like, yeah, whatever, I'm going to list it as fully working. But what the guy didn't do was get his system and plug it in. Because that's one thing he failed at. That's why he wasn't using it. Because this thing not only got full of dust, but probably also overheated. And because of it overheating, the guy was like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna list it as fully working even though it's not. And sell it and make some money. Okay. This guy is stupid. And why? Because this guy doesn't know what he's doing, okay? And there's a main capacitor, there's other stuff in here. There's a lot of dangerous shit you shouldn't touch, okay? And very clearly I can see that these capacitors, I don't know if they'll work or not, but I can try and desolder a couple and maybe solder some new ones on. God, that's a very bad issue, isn't it? It's just like, I can't even get this thing to even power on. Is it the console? Would it be the console? I don't even know. Would it be the console? Okay, how about this? I pick the console up and I'll shake it around. Turn the power supply back off. The LED stays on. The guy, I remember seeing a video. The guy in the YouTube video said the power supply stays on for ages. Now, just in case it is the console and not the power supply, I'll give the console a bit of a shake. Maybe there's something shorting out inside. I'll give it a bit of a violent shake. But let's go ahead and plug it back in. Power's still on. Okay, I heard it switch. I can hear something going on. I can actually hear it switching. Now, why isn't this turning on the console? That's all, isn't it? Isn't it? What's happening here? I can't plug it in the wrong way because it just won't work. Why does it do that? It goes white and then it goes back to orange. What's going on? I don't know what error code that is. If that is actually trying to tell me something, I don't know what it's trying to tell me. I have no experience on this stuff and I don't know, but I can tell you guys right now, everything looks fine. The main capacitor doesn't look bulged. If there's any capacitors looking bulged, then I know it's obvious what it is. But when you see it and when there's no capacitors bulged, then you don't really know what's the issue. Because I know underneath the board there's just metal shield, you know, to have ground and stuff. But this one doesn't really look like there's anything wrong with it. I could be wrong though. See, I've had a lot of people saying that. I've heard a lot of people saying that there's Microsoft's not the best with this kind of stuff, with power supplies. But I don't know. That one there looks slightly bulged, not bulged, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. That one looks a bit fat or something. Yeah, I don't know what to say. These power supplies probably fail all the time. Everything else looks fine. Why is that one just not doing that? I don't understand. So where's the grey one? The grey one would be... Oh, what the hell? In the video I saw there was a grey one. There's a grey wire. I don't see that here. That's odd. But yeah, I remember hearing the fan turning on the power supply for like a couple seconds. I probably got it on stream. Yep, luckily my mic is on mute, so unmute so I can hear it. But yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. You see, I don't know what it is. It could be anything failing here. I just can't tell. If it was something really obvious, I would obviously order the replacement capacitor, and that'd be job done for me. And all I have to do is unsolder the shield beneath and just unsolder the capacitor and solder in a new one, and boom. But when stuff like this, I don't know what it is. It might just be dust buildup. I don't know. I don't know until I have a firm look. I don't know what it is. Until I take a look what it is, I don't know what it would be. So I go to turn it on from the back. Power supply said it's all okay. It doesn't come with any error codes or anything. And then you got like the jet fan. Yeah, you've got the jet fan, which is not in the best shape. See, it doesn't have that magneticness when it stops spinning. But yeah, the power supply is saying everything's fine, right? It's saying that it's got standby power, all that. When I go to plug it in though, then it starts saying something different. Watch now. This is 12 volts, by the way. See? It does that, and I don't know what that means. And I can actually hear something inside the power supply switching, like something on like that, and I don't know what it is. It could be like a bad resistor. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. My question is, it could be something on the other side of the board. But to be honest, I'll probably have to get my multimeter and start probing around, because I don't know what it is, honestly. It could be something inside the console shorting out. I honestly don't know. If the guy said the power supply is working fine, and if I get a different console and try the power supply out, then yeah, it's not the power supply, it's the console. But however, in this case, since the power supply and the console are both very damn dusty, because my god, people spend so many hours playing on these things and burning the hell out of the bloody APU and shit. Yeah, it's gonna get like to a point where it's just extremely hot, and obviously the power supply is just gonna fail out, because obviously, you know, the power supply. Power supply is known for going bad in these things. That's a big disappointment. That I can try taking the console apart, but I don't think it's a console. I think there's something in the power supply. But everything looks completely fine. I don't know what it is though. Seriously, I don't know if it's just dust trying to interfere with something. Yeah, I really don't know. Honestly, I can't tell what it is. Okay. If there was something bulged in here, then maybe I can tell. But look, just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it for a second. There's nothing bulged, is there? There's nothing looks like this bulged. Not even under the special paste or whatever that thing is, that little silicone thing looking thing. There's nothing. I don't know. Nothing looks bulged. No small capacitors or anything. I heard this piece can actually slide out as well. This is the little see-through piece. Basically gets the lights and bends it. Really nice little piece, but I just got to slot this thing back in because it's not this, is it? Oh, I don't know. It's not the capacitor. The capacitor looks to be in great shape. I don't know what it is. But yeah, when I turn the power supply on, all looks to be fine until I try to plug it in. Look now. I go to turn the power on. Oh, that's concerning. Why isn't that turning on? Huh? Plug is on. Did I turn on the right thing? No, I turned it off. What's happening here? Why did I don't know what I just turned on. So we got power. And now plug it in the console. Oh, did you see that? Not providing enough power to power the console on. But I saw that the jet fan did spin. I saw that. So maybe this capacitor powers it on. So you got standby power, right? Look, focus on the jet fan. See? Did you see that? I'm gonna show you one more time. Look at that jet fan. Ready? I'm gonna unplug it now. Got to be very careful because we are dealing with 230 volts of just electric. Look now, look. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it wanted to turn on. Why isn't it turning on? I'm touching the power button or the eject button. Nothing's happening. What's happening here? Why isn't nothing's turning on? The jet fan's supposed to spin, but the jet fan, it does spin when it turns on for a second, but now it's not. Now it doesn't want to turn on. Let's leave that unplugged. The power supply just goes off. What happens now then? Does it stay off or does it turn back on after some time? I don't know. I don't know what happens. Now, maybe it could just be a fact that one capacitor has gone bad, but I don't know what capacitor it is. Seriously, do not know what capacitor that is that's gone bad. I'll have to probably measure the capacitor with my multimeter, which I probably can't do right now, but I could probably try it tomorrow because I should be free tomorrow. That's such a shame. Such a shame. Just the fact how the thing just doesn't want to work. It is second hand, but at the same time it's damn full of dust. If I could fix this just using my own stuff somehow or something, then I'd love to, but I don't know what I could do now. What a shame. What if I try plugging in the console again whilst this power still flowing? Will it turn on? No. What's happened here? Doesn't want to turn on. So I've got power flowing through it right now. Okay. But obviously you don't want to touch any of this stuff because it's nasty. You don't want to get any shocks. See, the thing is, I don't know what could be wrong with this. I don't know. You know what? I'll probably have to give this to my dad to see what's wrong with it because I don't know what's wrong with it. You see, I normally don't fix power supplies, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. If I had the plug over here, it's just easy to turn it on, but the plug's all the way over there, so. Could it be an issue in the plug, perhaps? I know it's not, but I'm just going to try switching. Accessory may not be supported. Why is that? I don't know. Doesn't want to charge now, my phone. Oh, I need to have another piss again. But anyways, yeah, so the power supply for some reason, like, it turns on, but then it also turns off. Okay, now we're back on charge. Okay, so yeah, I'm just looking at my other phone here. Yeah, I am so confused because if anything, it's supposed to power the console on and you're supposed to hear the beeper, or depending on what the settings the user did, the beeper is either supposed to beep or it's not supposed to beep. I'm not sure if the guy even set the beeper to on or not. If he just left it as default and just played games on it, then yeah, fair enough. But if you wanted it late at night, then he also must have turned the beeper off. And maybe, I'm not saying he did, but I'm just saying he maybe even muted the start sound. So if we do see it turning on, then there might not be a post. There might be a post. I'm really hoping now there is actually a post, because the way this thing is in this condition, I don't know if it's even going to turn on and post. If it turns on in the post, then great. If all is working fine and amazing, we just have a loose HDMI port, or the HDMI when it plugs in is quite loose. And I know it's not the cable, but it could be the cable. It could not be the cable, but I don't know. The guy had another Xbox One that he was trying to fix, but I was obviously looking at it. I'm gonna release the video soon, but it's I was turning it on, it turned on and everything because it took AC power. The only thing being it didn't post. It just didn't post, and I was like, what's going on? Because the guy said it normally posts and it does everything else. He said that's really, really slow. And I was like, okay. So he gave me this one to take home because he said that this one is having some issues. And I checked the revision date. This one's quite new. This was from 2015. This is quite a new motherboard revision, that one. So if anything, this should actually just turn on and work, because if the guy's saying the power supply is working, then there we go. But anyways, what was I going to do? God, I don't even know what I was going to do. Yes, I was probably going to get a different power cable. And I know it's late at night, but look, hear me out. When I get this thing to work, I'm going to show you guys, okay? Now, this just doesn't want to turn on, and I don't know why. I don't know how many amps this needs to actually properly run. Because the plug, it rates it to be, I don't know, I'll check now, give me a sec. that logo upside down? Okay, I'm just checking on that. But anyways, yeah, just double checking that we have no power. I'm gonna go get another power lead. Because I seriously don't know what's happening with this one. I don't know what's going on with this power supply. Maybe there's a certain like motherboard revision supposed to. I mean, if anything, it should work with any motherboards because as long as the connector is the same and everything else, as long as we have the same connector, all should be good. I don't know what's happening. Why are we not getting anything? It doesn't make any sense, does it? Yeah, any power supply with a cooling fan that I order, most of the time it's always really dusty. And my last power supply that I ordered from the same website was damn dusty, and I cleaned that thing out. Luckily, it was working fine. And now this power supply is also very damn dusty. Why is it? It's always used power supplies are always so dusty. And remember my 360 power supply? That wasn't even all that dirty, to be honest. Wasn't even all that dusty. It was just a little bit of dust, but I cleaned it out anyways. And I also oiled up the jet fan. So when I get this one to work, I'll probably use it for a bit and see if all else works. And let's just hope that our power cable's bad or something. Because this one, I don't even know how many amps this is. Probably like 5 amps, maybe 3 amps. I'm not sure. I'll go get another one now. So I'll leave the light on. I'll be right back. Let me know if anything happens. The plug is off from the back, by the way. It's just that I remember the YouTube video. The guy said that the LED stays on for a very long time, and it does. So I've actually noticed that with this one too. Right, be right back, everyone. Okay everyone, I am back, and I'm back with the replacement power supply. Not the replacement power supply, replacement power cable. And I know it's going to be a low chance of it being the power cable, but just in case it is, then I've got a new one here. I know it's not, but I'll test it out anyways, because it might even be. But you never know, you never know. Stuff like this, it could even be the mother. It looks like there's something wrong, maybe. I don't know, because it's kind of powering it, but then at the same time it's not. I don't know what it could be. Clean my prongs first. Hate dirty stuff. Alright. Plug this into my won't turn it on just yet, but what I will do is unplug. Gotta be very careful here now. I know there's nothing wrong with any of these, but just in case there is, then got that one covered. Now I've got the new one plugged in. Okay, so it turns on just like the other one. What does it do now? Oh, does the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Look. The jet fan spins a little bit, but then it doesn't spin after that. My question is now, is it the jet fan? Because it looks like now. Take it out again. Turn it on now. Nice. Yeah, it could even be the jet fan. I don't know. I'm kind of doubting it's the jet fan, but just in case it is, I'll probably unplug the jet fan, and then if it does manage to turn on after the jet fan, then I'll probably just end up, you know, using it without the jet fan just for a very short time, just to see if this thing actually posts and turn on. Because if it doesn't, then, you know, I don't know what else to do. Now this is, gotta be careful with this one now. I've got some capacitors I can touch. Shit. Okay, ooh, alright. That's new. Is it not? Hold on. Why is the jet fan looking like that for? Right, will it turn on now without the jet fan? So we've got power again, right? What happens now? No, same thing. I don't know. So it's not the jet fan then. Ooh, okay. I heard the speaker do something then. I honestly just heard the speaker in the console almost do something. That I heard the. Did you guys not hear that sound, or was that the power supply? Because I just heard the speaker in the console, like, you know the speaker when it goes tickety. I heard it make a popping sound. I know that's literally the speaker, because that's obviously what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to go tickety. Try that again. What a shame. Doesn't want to power, does it? Let's try pressing the eject button. Oh! What the fuck? What the hell? Okay, so this console is actually working. It's a power supply issue. What the what the fuck was that? the speaker actually got the speaker actually got power for a second. I was touching the eject button. Oh, that was so funny. Let me see if I can get that again. Oh, that was so funny. Did I get on stream? Let me see if I got that on stream. Oh, that was so funny. It was like dee, 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 dee. Oh, what the fuck's my phone saying? Can it update? No, fuck off. That was so funny. Right, let me search for my channel since I have to update YouTube and I don't have time for that right now. There we go, my channel comes up. Just go home. Huh? What's happening now then? Okay guys, so I'm gonna have the phone sit aside. That was so fucking funny. I actually had the speaker doing stuff. I have to see that again. That was so fucking funny. Ready? I'm just gonna tap the eject button. Oh, it actually. I heard the sound. That was so damn funny. Ah. It's just so funny to see the power supply just feel like that. Hold on, let me just put it full screen. Oh, that was so funny. Ah, fuck's sake. I actually had the speaker. Dee! So there is ground going in the motherboard. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, no man, this is just so fucking funny. I'm gonna now spam the power button. Ah. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. What about if I hit the sync button? Hold the sync button. No, nothing. Ah. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. The hard drive didn't even get enough time to start up or anything, but bro, come on. This is your 2 power supply. Lamb's gonna spam the eject button. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. I wanna see what the jet fan does when I plug it in. Jet fan does spin up. Pardon me. Jet fan does spin up. Fuck's sake. fuck's sake. You can even see the jet fan spin as well. Yeah, this jet fan's covered in dust, but holy crap. The rest of the casing is just nothing but dust bunnies. Oh my god. I don't know what kind of guy like spent all of his time on this thing. But the hours this guy burnt on this power supply. Power supply's still in good shape, but the only thing being that it's not the console. Because the console is making all the right noise. Oh! Wait. What if I put in a disc? Would that do anything? I have a disc here. Luckily, it's got no disc in the drive, so. Fuck's sake. I can feel the roller, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, what's happening now? I'm gonna text the seller because I don't know what he's gonna say, but all I'm gonna say is that holy shit. Actually, there's a little specification that I can see on here. I don't have enough time to look at it because I really got to take a piss. So, be right back, everybody. I knew it wasn't the power plug. I just tested it anyways. Right, I'll be right back, everyone. So, give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, before I be right back, I'm going to turn the TV off because the TV's on for no reason. I put it back on HDMI, the one I was using previously. So I'm just wasting power now. But yeah, once I get it to properly power on, because it does supply the power needed. The only issue being that it doesn't like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. It doesn't really it doesn't carry on the power, so it gets the power. When nothing's plugged into the console, it just does whatever, and then I don't know, because not really a dirty connection, because it just I don't know, it's strange. It's something to do with the circuit inside it. Probably not a bad wire, I would say. I'd say the capacitor, but that's nothing that I could see that's bulged or anything, so I don't know what's going on. So I'll be right back, everybody. The power's off, so nothing's gonna show up when I come back. Be right back, everyone. This is quite a fun, well, if it turns into a fun fix, then yes. going back from the toilet, guys. There was one thing that I was thinking about that I did see that I did see the other day. So it was basically this, like. Actually, am I still alive? Yeah, I'm still alive. I seen this thing the other day. That was like. It's like this. So it takes the power thing from the 360, and you plug that in, and it goes straight into the the latest console connector, and then it's in theory should work. If I could find that adapter, I can show you guys what I mean. Because for some reason it just does not want to work. Actually, no, it's not even that. Is it that? Hold on. Is it that? Hold on. It's only cost like $4.99. Let me just go to. I'm gonna say. What I was on about is. No, it's not gonna work with Slim. But what I was actually on about was. Hold on, is it? What character does that take? I'm not sure what motherboard that's from. Would that work? Is the end matching that one? So what I mean is this thing. So this little, see, it goes into the 360 power supply and then it goes straight into this, and in theory it should work. This one costs like roughly about $4.99. So power converter, compatible with 360. I mean, if it works, right? So, when is this gonna arrive? Let me take a look. See, the thing is, yeah, 360. I like how the people came up with this. Because stuff like this saves me from buying a new power supply then. You know what I mean? Let's see, what's that one for? That is for, looks like 360. Fat to slim. What power connector is that? Does that match mine? I don't know what motherboard revision that is for. Let me take a look. Mine might not fit, I don't know. Let me take. I'm gonna just unplug it from my 360. See which one my 360 uses, because I don't know. Mine might be a Falcon motherboard. I use a. Okay, it's got the two thingies in the middle, so that means that it might be. It's somewhere close to a Jasper, I think. There it plugs in. You guys heard it going firmly, yeah? Now, this obviously. You know when Microsoft made it easier when they switched to AC power cord? Oh my god, it makes life way easier for me. Because the same day the guy gave me did give me a new revision console, then I could easily just test it out. Easily test it out. No issues then. Because we have AC power. And I could just borrow the AC power cord from anywhere because I've got loads laying around. And I can just test it out. But hence the fact that this is just beeping and the jet fan's spinning a little bit but nothing else is happening. I don't know. Look now, look again, look. See, it turns on and it fades out again. I really don't know what's going on with this, but it's not the console. I can tell you that right now. It is not the console. So you know what then, I'll probably just go ahead and buy this adapter because there is no other way that I can get this thing to work. And this adapter is cheap anyways, so I could just... Oh. I just wanted a working power supply, so that's all I needed. I heard there was many other ways you can do it, but for 360, no, that's not gonna work. I don't know. But you know what though? Yeah, people came up with this power adapter thing, and it does work. I've seen many methods on YouTube where people just cut open the cable for the 360 power supply and just use it with this. The old 360. They all look like 360. The old 360? What is that? Okay. No, that's for that one. I don't need that one. No, that's not what I need. Is it all just original on 360? That's not what I need. No. Why is that? I don't get it. Why is that there? I never even knew they made that. I had no idea they made that. Well, let's check out the different connector types. So mine is Xenon or Zephyr. I think mine might be... You know what? Mine might be a Zephyr. And why? Because mine has the metal thing around the outside. And mine is also missing the third grounding point. Yeah, okay, so mine is probably a Zephyr. I thought mine was a Falcon or a Jasper motherboard, but it doesn't turn out to be one. Okay. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Okay, I'm gonna have to see. Surge protector, is it that one? No, it's not. AV cable, £7. It's the original one. Now we got it. So now we got the Zephyr one. Oh my god. Okay. Black AV cable. There's nothing here for the newer console. There is this one, but that's not going to work. Okay, you know what? 203 watts. Why is it so cheap? Take your pick. 150 watts. Slim UQ plug. 203, that's probably the older one. I might have the 175 watt one. Is that metal on the end? No, surprisingly not. So I might have 203 watts. Yeah, that's got metal. What's about the 150 watt one? That's not got metal. So I might have the 175 watt power supply. HD TV. Okay, not bad. If it works, it works. Slim. Yeah, they're all pretty much similar. Okay, you know what? Yeah. These power supplies are not cheap. Okay. So look, I'll try power it on again. Press the best luck is with the eject button. That's where it makes the most sounds. I know where the speaker's located. It's located right on top of the Blu-ray drive. For fuck's sake. I just want this thing to turn on. No. Oh, why isn't it turning on? Please. Oh, please. Just click in and turn on for like 10 seconds. I want to see this turn on and power on. I want to see it like do what it does, and it doesn't doing it. Oh no. Please. I want to see this fan spinning normally, and then I want to see the console turning on and shit. But I don't know if I can see that today. Yeah, even trying to put in a disc doesn't do anything. Oh, I'm gonna have to use my 360 adapter then. Oh, it's a real shame, isn't it? Microsoft, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna see if I can buy a 150 watt power supply. And why, you may ask? Because now I don't have a clue what the power rating on this one is, but I'm just gonna search up 360 150 watt power supply because it's less wattage, isn't it? Let's take a look. 360 Slim. 135 watts. Oh, that's even better. Would that work? I know my brother has a 360 Slim, but I don't know if... Oh no, please. You know what then? Why go for 150 watts when I can easily get the 135 watt one? Oh my god. And obviously more watts, you know, in a way it's better, but at the same time you get more higher TDP. So this APU is probably a higher TDP. You never know, you never know. Oh wow, that's a cheap price for power supply like that. How much is that? Buy it now as well, wow. That's impressive. Yeah, that's the newer type. I don't know, I think that's for something. 150 watts. Yeah, you know what? I looked up the slim one, and it does say quiet version, but it doesn't matter actually. 135 watts, 115 watts. But obviously that's for, you know, new cars. Is that even passively cooled or not? Because guesses are it might be passively cooled. I can't tell if it's passively cooled. It might not be. Yeah, you know what? It might not be. 2 amps, 4 7. Yeah, 9.6 amps. Yeah, it's not a lot of power, but trust me, fit for one. Yeah, no, so it can work with that. It says it can anyways, but it's not going to work because the prong is just a single connector, so it's obviously not going to work. But you know what? What if I try and go for this one? This is even less wattage. Pardon me. You know what though? The console does decide to work with this power supply, then fine. You know, I can usually just get this one then. However, if it doesn't go well with this one, then guess I won't. Have to find a cheap one. I mean, I've literally got a 360 myself. You see, like, I've literally got one myself, but the only thing is that if this can work with this, then amazing stuff, okay? Now, I don't know how well it's going to be. But you know what? Now this is giving me more ideas, because now I can probably use newer power supplies with the older console. I can probably use the 360 Slim power supply or something like the 360E power supply with my 360 Fat, which is a better idea because the motherboard might require more amps, but you know, through ground and stuff, it could probably create more amps. So yeah. Okay, hold on. This is giving me some ideas now. So, I love how people came up with this. Let me think. Okay. So I can probably buy the adapter, but I'll probably buy one for use with my 360 power supply, and then, you know, I can probably just, I don't know. Hold on, let me think. Because if I get the 360E power supply, which might even be quieter, then, you know, all good, it can work. Yeah, I don't know, this one for 12 quid. E82. Oh man, that's terrible, that. Is someone really selling a 360E for that much? Wow. You know what though, if all does come to it, then I might even have to buy a... If this adapter doesn't work, then I might have to just scrap this and buy another power supply, because I can't just waste my money on this shit, you know? I have way more things to do in life than just spend money on power supplies all day. But yeah, you've got still got the port for the Connect. That's nice. 500 gigs, nice. Yeah, there's no cost of that much, but you know what then? I'm gonna have to go ahead and buy this right now. What's in my basket actually? Oh, that's funny. Remove. It said there was something else in my basket, but there's nothing there now. 2 things. I go on it. Nothing. Why does it say 2 things? Now it's saying nothing. I don't know why it was saying 2 things. Yeah. Okay. You know what then? I'm gonna have to probably buy this because I have a 360, but the thing is, just temporarily I can run the 360 power supply on this, just because obviously it's just Microsoft just made it easier, and they had the AC power going inside the console. It would not be an issue for me, okay? But the fact that this is going into its own proprietary adapter thingy, then it is an issue for me. But the thing is that whilst I'm trying to fix this, I can power the console with my 360 power adapter, or my power supply for that console. I could use the little adapter thing, then plug it into the back of this console, power this temporarily whilst I'm trying to fix this power supply. Because right now we do get power from this power supply, but the only issue being this. See, like, it turns on for a second, then turns back off. I don't know what it is though. It might even be one of these 3 capacitors. It might even be that one. I don't know which one it is, because sometimes capacitors can go bad, or sometimes capacitors can leak. But nothing's leaked here. I could be wrong though. Is that metal? You know what? I'm thinking it could be this capacitor here, this guy right there, because I'm just looking at the that one could even be bulged. You know how I know? Because I can just see that one's like it's kind of in my face, you know, it's like popping out a little bit. So I'm thinking, yeah, it could be that capacitor. And then after I replace that capacitor, then guess what? Guys? I can literally just start using another one. So I might have spare capacitors in the cupboard somewhere. I don't know how many microfarads and stuff like that this is, based on what's going on. The sharp stuff's poking me. This sharp power supply casing is poking me because the way it's designed is all sharp. How many microfarads is this? I don't know. It doesn't really mention. That's quite strange. But it is a LXY 105. I don't know how many. 16 volts. Oh, I'm almost touching that capacitor there. 16 volts and 2,200 microfarads. Okay. I could try replacing one of them. Yeah, you know what? I think it's one of these that's gone bad, because that one looks like it's bulging out a little bit, just ever so slightly. This one looks to be, look, see that? Look, this one looks to be in great condition. The others, this one, all these 3 look to be gone fat a little bit. And because of that, they're probably gone bad. Oh, you know what? It might even be that one, because that one looks bulged a little bit. But checking on the main capacitor, it looks fine to me. In this view anyways. Right, whilst the replacement thing is coming on the way, I'll quickly just, well, I'll probably order it now and then wait for it to arrive. Then you guys know, and then I'll probably unbox it as soon as it comes. And then guess what? Guys? Then I can just What was I gonna say? Then I can just test it out, because I actually want to see what this console does. Now, I know it's gonna work, because why does it exist? People might have even tried it and it probably does work. So, let me go ahead and search up a replacement board, maybe a fully working power supply board. Maybe I can just swap this one out with that one. Could work. Just, all I gotta do is desolder the wires from this one. Solder the same wires into that one, boom. All good to go. Right, let me search up X. Or what I could do in the meantime, if one of my friends has this model of console, I can try and ask to borrow one of their power supplies. I don't know what friends that do have this model of console. I honestly don't know. It honestly depends if they use it or not, because I don't know. I think one of my friends probably do have one somewhere. I don't know if they're going to be willing to give me it or not. I don't know, I'm going to have to ask someone. Alright, you know what? I'm probably going to order right now whilst the stream is running. So, probably just mess around with this a little bit more. Or maybe what I could do, actually, I can take out the jet fan. No, because I don't know what's going to happen then. Just look at the state of this jet fan. Like, when I turn it on, I'm not even going to power up the console. I'm just going to turn on the power supply. Do I feel any air? No, I don't. What about if I just try to... Barely anything. And why? It's because the jet fan's so damn dusty. It's not showing very... You know what? I'm going to have to get my flash on. Okay? Because I'm going to show you guys just how bad this jet fan is and everything else. So... That's not what I needed. I needed torch, not timer. Look at this. Okay, this thing is so damn dusty. Look at that. Now look at it when this thing tries to turn on. Ready? And then look at the state of this. We have a whole dust bunny. That is the worst condition I've ever seen. It's not very dusty in the intake, but my god. I think this is because this is where the jet fan sits. But oh my god, the exhaust. Where is that? Is that the output? Yeah, it is. Yeah, the exhaust is just covered in dust. Look at that. That's horrendous. Oh my god. Okay. Now I'm just going to clean this jet fan out. Okay, whilst I'm probably going to order right now. I'm probably going to clean the jet fan out. And then whilst this thing arrives, I'll probably let you know the day it arrives. Hopefully there's no clips or anything going on that day. Hope not anyways. Let's just take how long it takes anyways for it to arrive. Because I don't know how long. The app says it's probably going to take like about 3 days. I'm not sure. So I'm probably going to order it right now. And probably come back to you guys in about... maybe tomorrow, maybe the day it arrives. I don't know when it's going to arrive. It does say 3 days, but I don't know. Right, let's go turn my torch off. And... Now, the fact that it's only £3 is very cheap. Could easily get this thing. Easily get it. Oh. I just hate how, like, somebody listed it as, oh yeah, look, it's fully working, but then when I get it, it's not fully working. Because the guy didn't go deep enough, or maybe his system was different. I'm gonna have to message the seller saying, didn't work, or... You know what, there's actually a video based on this issue. It's like a laptop power supply. When you know when you plug in the laptop power supply, the thing to the DC in jack. With it shorting out like that, it's usually something wrong on either in the power supply, the laptop, or mostly on the motherboard. I think it's usually like a MOSFET. That's just a bad MOSFET. So you know what then? I'm gonna have to. Look at this. Now it goes white for a second, but then it... pardon me. Then it just goes back to the original color. Yeah, okay. Actually, no, because that's not gonna work. I was gonna say, actually, I can use this as a USB charging hub, but then I just realized it's not gonna work. I can probably power the power supply normally. You know? Standby power would say, yeah, it's all working. But the only issue being that when it's in the console, it just dies. It doesn't turn off. It sort of just fades out like that. Goes on. It just fades out. So it means that there's some component that's almost working, but not quite there, because it goes white, but then it just fades out like that. Oh man, it's something to do with the capacitor, because I know that, right? But I have to undo the thing, take out the solder thing. Right, I'll probably have to inform my dad about it maybe tomorrow, if he's free or not. Because when it comes to power supply fixing, he knows a little bit more about me than me. But when it comes to motherboards and stuff, then I know more than him, so it's 50-50. So I don't know. I'll show him the power supply and what it's doing. I'll also bring the console downstairs, and I'll also spam the buttons like I was doing a couple a couple minutes ago. I'm basically just gonna do this. Ready? Spam the power button, and it turns on for a second, but then it doesn't turn on. And then I'm also gonna, after it goes out completely, I'm also gonna tell him, spam the eject button. Doesn't wanna. Power supply turns on. It doesn't. The console make no sound. Yeah, it just thinks I'm turning on the console. Anyways, yeah. So honestly, there is something wrong. You know. But yeah, if I can get this to actually work, then amazing. I'll honestly be more than happy using a 360 Slim or E360 or the E3 Edition 360 power supply with this console, because the proprietary power supplies for this console, big no. Okay, people say it's bad. It is bad. Okay, I can see that myself. Yeah, I'm gonna have to text the seller. I don't have the app on that phone. I've only got it on this phone, so probably have to end the stream, probably play with the console a little bit more, and then after that, probably just clean out the jet fan, empty it all out, and then yeah. It's not good. Okay, it ain't good. Yeah, probably put it back together. That's a start. And then I probably won't. I don't know if I am. I might not put the feet back on because the feet are really hard to get off. See, I bought this power supply. I did not know it was faulty because that's obviously a fault right there. But me and my dad are gonna try to fix this because we're not gonna let it just go past like that. We're obviously gonna try. If it's a power supply that's doing that, we're probably gonna try to fix it. And I'm gonna tell him that it looks like it's one of the three capacitors that's probably, it's not really bulged, but it's in the state where it's sort of, I can sort of see it going fat a little bit. It could be that one capacitor that's on its way out. So I could try and replace the capacitors with something different that could still work, but that could last way longer. Because I don't know what Microsoft thinks when they build a power supply, but it's better than PlayStation. I would say one thing, it's better than PlayStation. However, yeah, it's always when it comes to capacitors, Microsoft is not that good. Okay, when it comes to PlayStation capacitors, yeah, they can definitely do. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look up what the hell this is wrong. But yeah, the guy in the video says it's usually one of those three capacitors, and it looks like it is. So I can already tell which one it is. Just by looking at it, I can tell which one it is. Yeah. So I will probably play with this off camera a little bit more. Maybe if I get it working again, I probably won't turn power up back off. But if I get it working back again, if I get this whole thing running with that faulty capacitor, and you guys see that the console is powered on and it's running, then great. What about if I just remove the capacitor? Would the console run without the capacitor? I don't know what that capacitor is really there for, but the console could run without the capacitor. I don't know. It could. I'm not saying it will, but it could run without the capacitor. I don't know what the capacitor's job is to do there, but I'm not sure. So, anyways, if you have enjoyed today's video, stream, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Before I go, it's funny to see that fade out. I was hitting the eject button, but it thought I was hitting the power button. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. I'll come back when I receive the adapter that I've showed you guys. So yeah, bye for now. Oh, bye, but welcome back when I see you guys when I go live again after I receive that item. So